Alright, let's check out the STM focusing. Focusing on the background and using the touchscreen to focus on the foreground now. This is beautiful. Alright, background again and the far background. Alright, middle and foreground. This is awesome, and even though as this flower shakes, the focus actually follows it perfectly. Look at it. It's able to actually trace it perfectly. Alright, we're going to focus on the thing behind it. Alright, all the way behind on the greens. And now on the foreground. Here we go. Oh, that's amazing. Alright, let's find another subject. We have some grasses here, so focusing on the foreground. Trying to focus on this one that's shaky here. It actually does okay. And let's go background. It's not able to get the background because there's too much foreground. I have to step to the side. Background. See? So it keeps the background in focus. So I'm focusing on a tree in the back, and it still keeps it in focus even though it's obscured by the foreground. Alright. See, the focus doesn't change. Now I bet you if I click on anything in the foreground here, I'm having a hard time finding the foreground now. I have to focus on something closer. Okay, now it does. Okay. So right now it's going to keep the foreground in focus. See, as we travel and we move, we're moving closer, further away. Keeps it in focus. I think this is an extreme example of its focusing abilities. Let's focus on this foremost in the foreground. Foremost ground? I don't know if that's the word, okay? Now if we step away, focus on the tree in the back, and move back in, see, it still keeps focus on the back. Alright, kudos to the M50 and the dual pixel AF. This was Tom reporting on the M50 Canon mirrorless DSLR, the most affordable option. Just recording handheld now with the camera tracking my face. Maybe it's a little over exposed. Let me see if we can change that. Okay, I can't see in the sun here. We're gonna do minus 2/3. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so we did minus 2/3. So I've spent about 3 weeks with this camera, and I really like it. Myself, I'm trying to debate if we should keep recording a lot of these vlogging stuff in 4K, or just go with 1080p, which would be much simpler. And there are so many capable cameras of recording 1080 at a very decent quality. So unless you want 4K, this camera is not for you. This is a very nice entry level, I would say, mirrorless camera from Canon. My gut tells me though they will be releasing some full frame options, so I don't know, might want to wait a little bit or get the more professional versions. In any case, this was Tom reporting on the Canon M50. Peace. So we're trying focusing again, and we're focusing on the background stuff through a window and a foreground inside the office. Again, background. See, it's able to even do it through a window, which is awesome. Okay, foreground, background again. At some point you can see how dirty the glass is right here. Let's go back. Boom. So what's really nice is that it is extremely silent and accurate on a first hit. There's no going past the focus point and then kind of recalculating the focus. It just gets it right the first time, and this is why Canon sells so many cameras.